Hey everybody, today is February 10th, 2022. I'm Gene.
And I'm Zane.
And welcome to Hanging with Uncle.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Good, man. It's been a pretty busy week. This week. I'm exhausted.
Well, let me start off by saying this is a special Thursday show. Mm-hmm. Normally we're on Fridays, but we have a wedding in the family tomorrow, so we are going to alter our schedule and do this one on Thursday.
Yes, it's beautiful in here, by the way. I love the decoration. It looks great.
Thank you.
And I love your guys' drink setup. I can't dive in early, obviously.
The bar is ready, yes.
But it looks good. Let me get this cracking, get it flowing, and then, honestly, let's start talking. Because there was a lot of things that happened today, even though, we're kind of doing an impromptu day today, kind of relaxing. We haven't really gone over a lot.
Yeah.
It's been happening this week. The NBA trade deadline happened, and that's a big deal.
The NBA is going on. I know the Super Bowl is this week.
Right. So, we got a lot of things that have happened. I don't know. Basketball is a big deal. I'm happy the Suns picked up Torrey Craig. I wore the jacket today for good luck.
They made a move, man. I personally am a big Jalen Smith fan. I was sad to see him go. But, Craig, he fit in with the Suns. He was with them last year as part of their nucleus in their championship run.
Yeah.
So it makes sense because chemistry means a lot. It's not all, you don't play the game on paper. You play it on the court.
They're really deep in the big department. I know some people were complaining online that who are we going to have as our backup 4 or 5? I'm like, we literally have so many. We have Wainwright, we have McGee, we have Ayton, we have
Crowder.
We have Crowder. We have oh man, what's our other guy's name? No, I forget his name. But he's been playing really well. It'll come up later. But we have depth in the big position. We needed length in the wing position. There's a difference. Craig brings the length. He brings gritty defense, and he brings the length, and also he runs the floor too. I love players that run the floor, and every time the ball is loose, he's already either a part of the scuffle or B, taken off. He hustles. He has really good defense again. So I think Craig is a good pickup again. He was good for the team last year. I thought they should have kept him, honestly, but things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen. So
good.
I'm glad.
Before we get any farther, I'm sorry.
We forgot.
We didn't get into the ice cream cake last week, so that's what we had this week.
We're trying to be too impromptu, I guess.
That's all right.
Ice cream cake is pretty
ice cream
good.
cake is pretty good, man. This one was finished across the finish line at 19%. It has a very earthy, kind of piney flavor to it.
It's really good.
Yeah. So I'm surprised, talking about NBA and trade deadlines, I'm surprised the Lakers didn't make a move.
Honestly, I was just about to say, the Lakers.
Oh my God. It's like they're the team that's trying to finish in last place.
Absolutely. I feel like they've kind of accepted their fate, or, I don't know, their loss to Portland was devastating the other night. Westbrook didn't play. He's even had statements where he said, I wish I could be out there to help.
Yeah. Well, if he only helped when he was out there.
That, yes. But, how do you already get 9 turnovers when you don't play the last 15 minutes of the game?
And again, think about it. 9 turnovers. If the other team scores 2 points, you're giving the other team 18 points.
Exactly.
And that's only if they're 2 points. Heaven forbid they make 3 points out of those turnovers.
Yeah, we're not asking him to be perfect, but Chris Paul has had a few perfect games already.
Protect the ball.
Right, exactly. 9 is a lot. Personally, for one player. 9 turnovers a team, that's honestly a good game. 3 per quarter. Or not 3 per quarter. That's 3 for 3 quarters. Or whichever. Or that's scattered. 9 turnovers is pretty good. Minimize them a little bit. It means we just need to tighten up. There or whatever. But 9 for a player individually, that's an issue to me.
Right.
Personally. That's a lot. And also, they got to figure out how to work with him.
Well,
We've complained about it just like everybody else in the media. But he needs to change something. They need to change something. He needs to be the 6th man coming off the bench.
Honestly,
if he wants his own spotlight.
I think the Lakers are not going to make the playoffs. And I think that entire roster needs to be scratched, and they need to
rebuild. Definitely
rebuild.
Bron does not need more stars. He needs solid role players. He's had a solid backup star, yes, but he's always had solid role playing stars. Ray Allen was a role playing star. Anthony Davis is an all out. He's a superstar for a team.
See, I think role players. When I think of role players that have been on championship streaks, like Kurt Rambis was with the Lakers. Right. He wasn't like a super scorer, but he gave you multiple boards a game, didn't turn the ball over, which stops the other team from getting second chance points.
Right.
Just like Dennis Rodman did.
Right.
Just like Rick Mahorn did.
Manu Ginobili was one of the best stars on the Lakers, or not yet, Lakers, the Spurs back when, and he didn't start most of the time. He came off the bench. He brought points.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean...
He did start a majority of games, though. He and Parker.
Majority, yeah, but not all the time.
Not all the time.
There were times where he flexed and went off the bench and played that way. I mean, because that's how Pop coached back when. They played with their flexibility.
He was a team player. That's why they were a successful organization.
There are no team playing stars out there right now. And that's what people are seeing with the Suns. That's what people are seeing with the Warriors. That's what people are seeing with the Raptors and the Bulls right now. Those are
the
stars.
Grizzlies.
Yes, those are stars that are willing to share their role, share the spotlight, give the ball up. Jordan even talks about in his interview that he figured out how to give an assist. I don't want to knock on Jordan, but it's when he gave, is it Pax? I think Pax. When he drove down the lane and he gave Pax the ball.
Paxson, yeah.
Yeah, in the wing. I'm like, so he figured out how to give an assist? Is what he's talking about. But he talks about the amazement of, how he would draw so much attention that he could just give it to the wide open guy in the corner, and it was always Pax. I mean, yeah, you figured out how to share the ball. And if Westbrook were to do that, the Lakers would have points. They would, if he could do it efficiently. He has passes that are, I don't know how they're deflected, first off. He's moves so quick. He can dish the ball so quick. I don't know how he gets deflections.
He's not consistent. He doesn't have the chemistry or the confidence for the players to know that maybe a pass is coming. Maybe I should be here and look for this.
If Shaq is telling you to slow down during a game on the sideline, slow down, bro. For real, slow down. He needs to. He just loses the basketball in key moments. He loses the basketball in goofy moments. He in moments that he really shouldn't be losing the basketball. Any guard who were to lose the ball there, they would scrutinize themselves. Chris Paul would never. Steve Nash would never.
Should never specialize in turning the ball over.
Tony Parker would never. Those guards don't really yes, Paul's still in the league now, but those guards are rare now in the league now these days, but Ja Morant's a prime example of a guard who can score and share the ball.
You know what? Heaven forbid. Watch out for Memphis if they get somebody
I'm so nervous. Memphis.
they get a good solid four. Memphis, nobody will stop them.
I'm so nervous about Memphis because they're growing to be a formidable team in the league, and they've always given the Suns fits. They've always given the Suns fits no matter what. Yeah, the Suns have won the last game. Yes, thank God. But I talk about bubble times. I was nervous. If the Grizzlies make it through the play-in and make it to us, I'm nervous, man. The what ifs, but we didn't make it into the playoffs. So
they are a tough team, man.
Yeah, Ja Morant's amazing. Honestly, Westbrook needs to slow down, figure out how to dish the ball out to his other players. Bron needs to help out with that somehow. I don't know. They're a mess. That's all players can say. They're a mess. Magic Johnson's tweeting about how much of a mess they are.
I know. If I was GM of the Lakers, I would be getting point guards. I would get a good veteran point guard. I would try and get somebody like Ricky Rubio.
You had a veteran point guard, though.
I would get somebody like Ricky Rubio, and then I would get somebody fresh
out of college. That would be amazing. If they had Ricky Rubio, okay, look out. Because Rubio knows when it's time to step up the score on his half, and he knows how to fucking give the ball up.
Yeah.
Efficiently.
Yeah. And the Lakers, they do have those players because he can draw that attention and kick it out to Melo or Malik.
No.
Or...
Yeah, man, Malik Monk, honestly, he has been playing pretty well. I do have to give him his props.
Yeah.
You know, how he's been playing. But, Rubio knows how to dish the ball out and diminish it amongst his peers. Like, you do this, okay, cool, here you go. Like, oh, I know when I do this, here you go. Like what Jordan was talking about in his interview. But like,
he's dangerous.
They had Rondo. Like, they had these players. Like, why are they not sticking with them? Damian Lillard is not the option for the Lakers. I don't see him being. I
think Frank Vogel is not the option for the Lakers.
Really? Yeah, coaching honestly is a big deal too. But Bron's doing that right now. Bron's doing the coaching. His hair is diminishing too. He needs to fix that hairline also.
You know,
man.
I'm not going to talk about that. I mean, I have all mine, but
he's got to fix that, man. He's got.
I'm going to stay clear of that.
Suns get the Bucks tonight. I'm excited. They play at 8, I believe.
Rematch.
Yes, a little rematch. Get to see how the depth of the bigs works against Giannis and Antetokounmpo, and you get to see, I mean, honestly, just how our power gauge, our power level in a way, I guess you can say it. Like, we can kind of gauge ourselves. It's a little pre-package of a big banger. It's a banger. That's all I gotta say. It's a banger.
Well, I can say right now, my top 4 coming out of the West. Are going to be Golden State, Phoenix, Utah, and Memphis.
Ooh, you throwing Memphis in the floor right there?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay, so I'll go... Right now, I'll start with my East picks first because I know the East pretty well. I like Milwaukee, so I'll definitely pick them number 1. I want to say Miami number 2, Chicago number 3, and then I'm going to keep Cleveland at 4 as my wild card because I like how Cleveland's playing. Yes, Rubio's injured, but they're playing well with confidence too.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, Philly acquired James Harden, but it's going to take some time for them to get that chemistry working. Is it going to be an automatic? Possibly, because they're professionals. They know how to play the game.
We'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
You know, like, honestly, I look at Harden like I look at Westbrook. You're a lot of hype and haven't done anything.
Right. And I'm going to stick with the Suns being number 1, Golden State being number 2. The Grizzlies are currently number 3. And I think I'm going to keep them there. And number 4 is going to be the Nuggets. Utah's going to fall to 5. Mavericks are going to fall to 6. And I honestly think there's going to be a scrap between the 7, 8, 9, and 10 position, man.
And it won't be the Lakers.
I mean, even if it were, the Lakers aren't going to want to be there. They're going to lose out. Definitely. Like, they don't want to play in tournament. I think that's why Bron complained about it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we also got the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, man.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Super Bowl.
So, who you like?
I like a Cinderella story. I like the underdogs. I'm going to pick the Bengals for this one.
Okay.
Because I do like their young quarterback.
Joe Burrow?
Yes, I do like the flair that they have. And I don't like rooting for the Rams, personally. That's kind of like my vendetta on it. I don't like rooting for the Rams, so I'm going to pick the Bengals for this one.
Well,
if they win, then hey,
yeah.
It's a good pick. If they lose, then I was a believer.
What do you think is going to be the difference maker for the Bengals?
McPherson, their kicker. Confident boy.
Tangibles, you know.
How
many times have special teams won a Super Bowl?
19 years old. Confident. He going into their AFC Championship win, he told his coach before his kick, "I can't believe we're going to the championship game, coach." Before he even kicked it.
Yeah.
Swag. He did it twice.
Yeah. Oh, they have it.
He did it to go to the Super Bowl, too. So if the Bengals stay within range of the Rams, now they have to score with this Rams defense. That's tough. Tom Brady couldn't do it. You know, that's some tough shit. So,
yeah.
I don't know. They might be able to do it.
That's why I like the Rams.
Because defense does win championships.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow is not really that mobile of a quarterback. Neither is Matthew Stafford. But I think the Rams' defense poses more of a challenge for Cincinnati.
Do you believe in Matthew Stafford?
With the weapons he has around him, he's proven nothing but, that he will maximize and score. I mean, trust me, it's not the the offense that have kept the Rams
out of the
W column.
It's definitely not. They've kept them in the W column with the efficiency that they've been scoring, yes, but their defense has definitely caused other teams to falter.
There is, and that goes for field position, which does a lot for play calling. Mm-hmm. And honestly, Cooper Kupp gets open way too often, and you can't stop him. Mm-mm. When that dude gets the ball in his hands, the chains are going to move. And the defense is going to have a long day. I'm picking the Rams.
The Bengals have to stay within field goal range to win this. They definitely do. That's how I'm putting it. And they've been doing it all playoff run. They're comfortable with being within shot. They know what they have to do. So if they're down 7, they know have to keep it within 7. They know. I mean, the Bengals have impressed. Honestly.
Without a doubt. I mean, you don't get to the Super Bowl without having the skills, and the skill at the skill positions. Mm-hmm. Again, for me, it's just the defense. And it's not so much that I think that they can't block one-on-one. Mm-hmm. Defense, they run stunts or delays, or they run different things, but they have such speed and athleticism that Burrow is going to have trouble, and when you're running or throwing on pressure, a lot of times those passes aren't going to have the accuracy. Mm-hmm. Unless if the Rams can't stop the run, then I say Cincinnati has a chance, but I'm still going with the Rams.
So as of our predictions right now, I'm going to pull it up. They give the Rams a favor in this one, of course. Yes, they're the favorites, but it's only a 4-point advantage. So is that a field goal difference? No, but that's a shot. So it's a good setup. I feel like it's a very good setup.
Well, but that's different. Again, that's for the odds makers, because trust me, if I'm the coach and I get to win by 1 point, I don't give a shit what the spread is. I just want the W.
The Bengals are 10th in total yards. The Rams are 9th. The Bengals are 7th in passing yards. The Rams are 5th. The Bengals are 23rd in rushing yards. The Rams are 25th. They're neck and neck in that perspective. But defense, total yards, Rams are 17th. Bengals are 20th. Passing yards, they're 22nd. The Bengals are 26th. So, I mean, we'll have to see maybe I'm reading this wrong, but that's what it says right here on this chart.
Well, and again, that's what the paper says. But, I'm just looking at skill on the defensive line. Again, if they can stop Cincinnati from running the ball and forcing them to throw, the Rams win.
Cincinnati does have the rushing advantage. They're 5th. Wow, the Rams are 6th. So, I mean, I honestly feel like it's a bigger toss-up than a lot of people think. I mean, the Rams, yes, they've been playing well this year, and they're a big, formidable foe. They've crushed a lot of teams along the way. But the Bengals have upset a lot of teams along the way. It's an upset versus a guarantee. That's like Charles Barkley saying, "I guarantee something," And
that's the thing. If you give Burrow time in the pocket, he will pick you apart. But I don't think he's going to have that time in the pocket. I think the Rams defense is going to be such that Cincinnati's going to go into huddle a lot. To try and keep them on their heels.
That O-line has to come out special. They have 1 game left in them. Do you think they'll come out feeling special?
It depends. There have been Super Bowls like last year where the Chiefs with the most powerful offense didn't bother showing up.
Yeah, right.
So it's all about on the field.
Right.
What you do on the field. And I think who wants it more? Cincinnati's never won a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. The Rams are 1-2 in Super Bowls. So there's a lot to play for. There's a lot of pride on the line on this one.
Like you said, I do have to point out that the rushing is a big advantage for the Bengals. Or the Bungles. The Bungles. I like saying Bungles. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, for the Bengals because Mixon, he outclasses Akers. Or Akers, sorry. It was even at average. Mixon averages 4.13 a carry. Akers averages 0.6. Like, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Derek Henderson, right? Don't they? Why is it not listing Henderson on here? Is he injured? Is he really not playing, or is he playing?
Honestly, I haven't heard the injury update.
MCL.
Well, there you go.
It says should return for Super Bowl. Okay, so Henderson will be ready.
So I'd say questionable.
Questionable, yeah. No, that was 2 days ago. Interesting.
Yeah. So
we'll find out.
Anyway, all right. So
Sun is around the corner. Yeah.
I don't want to talk so much politics, but I think it's important to bring up the January 6th Select Committee.
Okay,
because they're making a lot of inroads this week as far as going through the records, and they subpoenaed Peter Navarro, who was one of Trump's aides and on his re-election campaign, and the so-called author of the Green Bay sweep that they were going to use to take to overthrow the government. He's been subpoenaed. The National Archives, they have their own law enforcement agency. They've requested the DOJ look into Trump not turning over all of his data, which is not his. Everything is public record and belongs to the National Archives for national security reasons. So, say for example, that dumbass decides to have Russians in the White House, and we need to document who they were, where they were, where they stood. Exactly. Because now later on, if we go back and find maybe bugs there, we know the possibility of who was planting bugs in the White House. I mean, it's just an example. But that's why everything belongs to the National Archives. I've been to the National Archives. It's a really cool place.
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen the Constitution and the Magna Carta. It's a really cool place.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, that's good. I mean, that's good that they're taking action again. They're chipping away at the iceberg. For sure.
I think they're zeroing in on Trump. We already know the Fulton County DA in Georgia. They're investigating, the Tangerine Terror criminally for his election actions with his phone call to the Georgia Secretary of State.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's already under criminal investigation. There's no sugarcoating that. It's out there.
Shredding documents is a big deal.
And that's the National Archives has asked the DOJ to look into this criminally because it's a violation of
it's an obstruction of justice.
Yeah, what are you hiding? What are you trying to get rid of?
That's an obstruction of justice.
They removed, I forget 50 boxes from Mar-a-Lago that belong in the archives. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like including the map where he drew the hurricane path that wasn't really going anywhere, which is a crime in of itself. You're not supposed to alter, maps like that.
Right.
It's just he was a criminal. Everything he did, he broke the law every day he was in office.
That's crazy. Yeah, good thing. They're working on it. I mean, it's taking time. But, again, I'm glad that things are being progressive in that because I'm over him just being a part of anything. Like, just be done and done with it. Facts is facts. Here we go.
I'm just ready for them to come out and say, look, this is what we've done. Which I'm cool with that. I don't need to know. I don't need Merrick Garland and the Justice Department to be telling me every day what they're doing and what they have. I prefer they're doing exactly what they're doing. Let me think they're not doing anything when really, look at what they've done, and the Oath Keepers are a good example of that.
Fucking Oath Keepers.
Look how much money in cryptocurrency they've recovered just in this past year from
crypto is such fun.
But it's still it's money. It's the economy.
Ridiculous that is a thing.
I agree. All I'm saying is they have done quite a bit.
Yeah.
And they do it without any fanfare, and that really is encouraging. I just hope that they're protecting the Constitution and holding these dudes accountable.
They're keeping it hush-hush very well. The DOJ is doing a wonderful job with the the progress that they're making with this. But like,
so
yeah,
I know that the January 6th Select Committee is going to be doing public hearings to start showing what they have and all the people they've talked to and the evidence they've collected, and that's supposed to start in April.
Oh shit! Okay, in April.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm telling you, man, they really should just call themselves the Constitutional Defense Team, because that's what they're doing. They are protecting the Constitution, not a political party. They are protecting the Constitution.
That sounds like an animation.
I respect that.
An animation you can make for kids. The Constitutional Defense Team.
It should be.
Ooh, we defend the Constitution. No, for real, that's badass. Like they're handling it with. They're doing what they need to do.
Yeah,
they're handling it with care.
Yeah,
and props to them again, because it's a big thing, because there are people who worship this man. Like you said, the tangerine terror, the color of Lori's shirt. Right. Like, and people actually blindly follow him like it's a cult, and believe in him like it's a cult. Like, I've heard a man call him the White Hope. What?
That's what the Republican Party has turned into, as a cult.
Man, I'm over that.
Right. You ready to do your dumbass of the week?
Yeah, let's throw that in there, because I think it's a good talking point if we have some time still for our show. Again, thank you for tuning in for our impromptu one. We're laid back. I'm sorry if there's a lot of stalled, a lot of whatever. We're coughing. We're having a good time chilling here smoking this.
Yeah, please, hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell.
Yes, and I hope you're smoking with us if you're listening. Yeah. However the case, however you take it, or however your smoking goes. If you're even having just on the glass of something nice and cold, something on the rocks, whichever, and chilling with us.
Yeah.
But we have some time. About 4 minutes left, so yeah, let's go with my dumbass. Addison Rae is my dumbass of the week, because I've had somebody be my dumbass of the week for the same purpose, so I'm going to re-stand on this stance for this one. Blu-ray does not harm your face. It would take a massive TV to harm your face, the size of Texas, to have it harm your face at the rates of which you need cream to put on your face for. Okay? You understand, Jane? Like,
right.
Blu-ray comes from the screens that we have in front of our face now. Okay?
Right.
Addison Rae is promoting this product again. And Addison Rae is a TikTok star. We've already talked about Valkyrae, who, again, apologized about where her stance and has withdrawn from this product. But again, they're promoting blue light products that don't, like, again, there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it at all.
That's just, man, come on.
Yeah.
Think, people.
Think of what you're pushing. I mean, Valkyrae, again, was looking for the research in her stance.
Yeah.
She was the initial person. So she was waiting for research. They disclosed it and didn't allow her to hear anything about it or whatever. So
right.
She then later backed out and talked about how even the harassment about it affected her life. So she kind of like understood. She's like, whoa, gotta do the research first before promoting something.
Yeah.
Understand. Addison Rae, who is a TikTok star now, a massive star, multi-million follow her, is promoting this stuff and putting her name on it now. And I mean, yeah, she's my dumbass of the week. And shout out to my Squish, because she helped me with this one.
Nice.
My dumbass of the week.
Nice.
So shouts out to Squish.
Mine, I'm sorry, this is too funny. This really is just a classic case of dumbassery.
All right, here we go.
And I've got to go with Margarine Trader Green.
Oh, yeah, my favorite.
My dumbass of the week. So, I can't make this up. You can Google it and listen to her say the words that Nancy Pelosi and her is, like ruling the House like the gazpacho, or have a gazpacho kind of, police thing going on, right?
Uh-huh.
So, number one, Gazpacho is a cold soup. Mm-hmm. It's an Italian soup. That's what a gazpacho is.
Okay.
She's talking about Gestapo, which is what the Nazis had. You ignorant. We're ruling you like soup.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
The DC gulag, but now we have Nancy Pelosi's Gazpacho police spying on members of Congress, spying on the legislative work that we do, spying on our staff, and spying on American citizens that want to come talk to their representatives. This government has turned into something it was never meant to be, and it's time to make it end.
Yeah. Gazpacho police.
Gazpacho police.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I can't make this up. She's that ignorant.
People are posting.
And she's a dumbass.
There's soup everywhere. Oh my gosh.
Right. Anyway, man.
Twitter's undefeated for sure. Oh my gosh, look at this one.
That's classic.
She got a bowl of soup. Yeah, check that out. Look that up.
Anyway,
Washington
guys.
Post. People make fun of that.
Yeah, that's all the time we have for this week.
All right, cool.
I'm Gene.
I'm Zane.
And thank you for hanging with Uncle.
Tell your friends, follow, give us a like, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
See you
Take care.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.